Hey, Truther family, Bosco Nick with Find Your Truth. Just watching an interesting video, and I read an article about it too, about Trump spending a lot of money on buying this vaccine. And Dabu7 just kind of did a little report on it. A couple other people did too. But see, this vaccine was never tested and approved by the FDA, and it's really not finished yet, supposedly, okay? Because, this invisible enemy, which I haven't seen anybody dying from anything, probably not until they take this Bill Gates funded vaccine. Bill Gates funded for the vaccine to get started, and then Trump just kind of gave him a lot more money, $2 billion, I think, to finish it. Pardon me, I ate some chips and stuff. I got some dry throat. I don't have a drink here with me right now. But anyhow, do you remember when Trump signed that paper? I forget when it was, but it was about the FDA and hospitals being able to use medications that aren't approved by the FDA, experimental ones that they know had an effect or whatever, and they were using it for like cancer patients and people that were like about ready to die. Well, this Shabrona virus, which is a dead cell, so it can't get it by touching and doing this and everything else. It's no. It's either this way, or your cells create a dead cell to fight off an oncoming virus or disease or illness. It's called an immune system. Anyhow, so Trump gave this money to help buy the vaccine from Bill Gates' company, who he has funded, who made the vaccine. Trump bought the vaccine, and it's untested, unregulated, and not proven to even work yet. And it's unregulated by the FDA. But it doesn't matter, because he signed that thing in where people can use unregulated medication. Do you see, people, what's going on? You've got this side of the paradigm called the left, the left wing, okay, since they want to say right wing. So the left wing paradigm would sooner act faster, where the right wing paradigm will let you sit in the pot and stew and boil, and then before you know it, you're cooked. Okay? The thing is, I saw a meme, this was pretty cool, but left wing or right wing, they're both on the same bird. Okay, so yeah, people say the lesser of two evils. Well, stop picking anything. That's evil, period. Doesn't matter if it's lesser or more. Does that make any sense to you? All you voters out there, voting it up, voting for your next ruler, your next man to create laws for men. That should never be, should never have been. There were basic laws called laws of the land, a common law of no harm, no loss, no crime. Don't hurt, don't kill, don't maim, don't break and steal people's shit, and you're not a criminal. Life could be that simple. But because people want to listen to their television telling them all this garbage, And they're not using their eyes, they're not using their brain, they're just listening and accepting it for what they're told. They won't even go out and read. It's that pathetic. They'll read the book that the government put in front of them that they think they're learning from, but they're only learning so much. You're not actually told the truth on some of that crap either. Almost 90% of it you're not told the truth about. You're just told to do it. Whether it works or it don't work, doesn't matter. You're getting paid to do it, do it. That's what people do. Judges, cops, attorneys, healthcare workers, office workers, people that work in like utilities, like electric utility, water utility bills and stuff. Like, they just read a script, man. They don't. How can you work somewhere in front of a computer and somebody's begging for your help? You know, because you're finally talking to a human being and not some recording, and you're begging for somebody's help, and they can't do nothing because they don't know anything. They don't know how to override the system or get in there or fix your account or help you out so that you can pay the bill off or stop the fees at least so you're not being charged every time you're late, or, you know, they can't do that. They don't know how. The system's set. And then they want to, we keep going this route and we get this vaccine or this garbage, you know, all it's going to do is hook us up to the 5G network that's coming next. Because it takes an electric impulse to get the vaccine working in the body. Why would it do that? What kind of metals are inside this vaccine? What kind of things? See, start asking why. We don't ask why. That's just like my sister. I asked her about picket lines. I'm like, have you ever heard of a picket line? No. Like, no wonder why your generation's failing. Yous are told to obey from the time you get into school, and yous do nothing but obey. You don't even think for your damn selves. You just put the mask on. You don't ask why. You don't ask if there's health risks of wearing it, or you don't research on your own if there's health risks of wearing it, and you just obey your management or whatever, because management's too dumb to read on their own, and they're probably liberals to begin with, and they just listen to their political oppressor and don't rub two brain cells together to get friction going to actually, spark an interest of thought. Their own thought process. They just take it as they hear it. Oh yeah, great. Yeah, he's right, he's cool. Oh yeah, he's protecting us, keeping us safe. No, they're not. They're about to take everything away from me, you, your family, your family's family, and more to come. Across the world. Okay? It's time to wake up. Wake up. Okay? You people that are working in like businesses like Walmart, Aldi's, other stores, and you notice because you're standing there all day long, you don't see anybody dying, no one dropping over around you, nobody getting sick, nobody fucking this, that, and the other thing, pardon my French, but you know what, it's starting to become some BS. Gather up all the people that are with you and in the same like-minded people that are like, there's nothing going on here. All right, let's go picket. Go outside, block the doors off, picket. So you're not allowed to come in here. I'm sorry. You're not allowed to come in here. If you do, you're checking yourself out. We're not stocking the shelves anymore either. We're not doing anything until they change the rules. Walmart, honestly, they won't care. They've shut down entire stores. They really, that is a corporation that doesn't give a shit about the people that walk in or walk out or the ones that work there. They don't care. They'll shut the whole store down and just close it up. Make it the next military base because they're part of the National Security Agency. If people don't remember that commercial when Walmart first came out. Oh, tell your local people if you see something strange in your neighborhood thanks to your local Walmart. We didn't go through a time lapse, people. It's just you fell the hell asleep and you forgot everything you freaking ever saw, and you're just in now. You're in the future, constantly thinking of the future. You don't stay in the now, because now is important. The future isn't important, because there ain't one made. And you can't make it now. You can only take care of the now. And right now is the time. And if you don't start standing up for your rights and standing up for yourself and exercising your rights, they're going to just, no, you don't know anything. You're just a sheep. Okay, yeah, we're going to slowly diminish your rights. And then before you know it, you're on a social credit system just like China, and your ability to barter with paper is going to go out the window. Your change is going to go out the window, because it's not like anybody collects change anymore. It's not made out of real metal. It's not made out of precious metals like it was. Because if it was, they wouldn't keep printing paper the way they do. Because they were only allowed to print so much paper as they had gold and silver. I say this on every single thing. I know I sound like a broken record sometimes with some of this shit, but that's the enemy. That's how simple and easy it is. That is the enemy. The people that are in charge of all this, okay? Like, you vote, you think you have the freedom of choice, you're voting for a president, right? Okay, well, what's that president a president of? What does it sound like? A president, a treasurer, think back when you were in school, when they made you vote for a class president and a class treasurer and a class... What does it sound like? Sounds like these people are still in school, doesn't it? Okay, well, they are, because they're in charge of a giant banking organization. Okay, that's why you have a president of a bank, a treasurer of a bank, and a blah, 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 blah. It's a giant banking cartel. Now, who is the CEO of this motherfucker? Because we've had enough. Get out of here. Take your package in every country you got your shit in and go make an island somewhere and die on it. Like, seriously. Because humanity's had about enough. Like, everybody seems like they're awake. They know what's going on. They know it's fake. They don't know what to think. I just had a guy today talking to me, telling me stuff about he doesn't know whether they're essential, if they're non-essential, if they're working at home, if they're working in the building, because Mr. Governor Wolf doesn't know what to do because he's just a tyrant. Him and his thing friend, okay, who thinks it's an authority figure. It's not, okay? You're just a human being that's confused and lost its way. Okay? And I'm not going to take advice from someone like that. Okay? For starters. Second off, I believe in the Creator's laws, not man's laws. Okay? And those that think along that line, we should all stick together. When you see someone coming into a room with none of these on, and you see someone liberal like getting in their face, starting to do whatever, stick up for that person that doesn't have that on. Don't just go throwing yours up. Oh man, I better do this or I'm not getting a paycheck. What's more important, your dignity or a paycheck? Your freedom or your paycheck? You know, if our founding fathers or our ancestors back in the day would have thought that a paycheck was more important than their freedom, we wouldn't be here right now. We'd be in giant concentration camps. Time to wake up. Bosco Nick with Find Your Truth, and I hope you find your truth. And I'm out.